the part number. I got it from Granger. It's right here. It's a Hex Key 0.035 inches. And I believe in metric that's 0.9 millimeter, I forget. But that's it. And if you go to Granger, just type in that item number. It literally costs 28 cents. With tax, it cost me 30 cents. So pretty easy. You just have to call them ahead of time. Make sure they have it, otherwise they have to order it for you specially. So that was the most difficult part, and you have to open this on a 45-degree angle. That's really important too. And then I think you have to unscrew the head off and then screw it back on, line it up in place. That's why I put this blue tape on there, so that way I know it's in the right spot and I'm not guessing to where that little tiny screw that's gonna come out, where it's gonna meet up. I could see that being a problem, but maybe not when you screw it in, I'm not sure. So this is the first time I'm doing this. All right, check back in a little bit. Oh, and also I'm doing this because it's got some gunk on it, like melted plastic. So I want to poke that out, and I also want to check the foam on the top part right here, if it's disintegrated or not. And I know I have to put in some open cell foam in, and that's important, I guess, for microphones, not closed cell. It's gotta be open cell. So yeah, we'll check back. Okay, I'm back. Just want to show you this tiny little Allen wrench from an angle, how it's supposed to go in. So it does fit. Notice it's about a 45-degree angle, and you don't want to ruin the screws because it's pretty crucial. There's only one on mine. Some people, I think they say have two, but on mine is only one. So it's amazing how this tiny little screw, you'll see, it's not even like quarter of an inch long, I believe, from watching another person's video on YouTube. So yeah, that's very important. It's really a tiny Allen key, and I don't know if you could see that, but let's see if I can focus a little bit. I don't think I can. It's that tiny. Anyway, it's not something you'll have probably lying around in your toolbox. It's something different. It's a little special. So yeah, I'm gonna check back again. Just took it out. It is super tiny. So that little screw is what's holding this top. Alright, can't hold the camera at the same time while doing this, so I have to show you guys in steps and edit in post. Okay, so what I did was I unscrewed it after I took this little hex screw out, and I unscrewed the top, and you gotta do it very carefully because this foam, it's pretty tight against the capsule, it looks like, and I didn't want to break this glued seam, so it actually came out pretty decent. I did it very slowly, and if you're wondering why my microphone is so dirty, is because it actually survived a fire, and that's why I was wanting to check it to see if the foam was good. And believe it or not, it actually looks pretty good. So that's that open cell foam I was talking about. I'm gonna pull it out with some tweezers and, like I said, just clean it up, poke out some of that gunk, like plastic, melted plastic. Okay, so I did pull out the open cell foam on the top. I rinsed it with hot water and dish soap, dried it. Looks great, intact. Nice and spongy, it's not disintegrated or melted. So that's great. Letting that dry a little bit longer while I took the top screen, and I saw in another video that somebody dunked it in hot white vinegar, and you could see there's a lot of particle matter on the bottom, pretty gross, and it's just sanitizing, because I'm sure I've spoken through this with lots of spit, and the previous owner, whoever I bought it from, probably did the same, and it's just probably more healthy and better to know that when you're speaking into it, it's nice and clean. So that's what I did. It's been soaking for about an hour. Believe it or not, I microwaved the white vinegar in this glass first. It got nice and hot, and then I dipped it in. That's supposedly the advice. I also did poke out all that gunky plastic on the top and any grime with a toothpick and a small skinny nail. And I used a little bit of a flathead screwdriver also to pry off some of that stuff. And that grill is pretty solid, so it didn't do anything like scratch it really or anything. So I was pretty impressed. It's pretty clean. I don't know if the stain is gonna come off, but at least it's gonna be sanitized. So I'm really happy about this, and once I'll give it another half an hour or so, then I'm gonna put everything back together once it's dry, and it should be fine. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, you know what to do. Good luck.